son, his name is Marshall Chess. He's saying that he worked for Chess Records for 8 years, and with also with the uncle, and his uncle is named Philip Chess, and he is the co-founder of Chess Records. So he's saying that they both made Chess Records together, which is the truth. And we didn't know that because we watched Cadillac Records and we just thought it was just one person, you know. So that's an eye opener for me. I didn't know that. Looking at Cadillac Records, I had no idea that it was a collective experience and that it was two brothers that invested into the music record company, and then they opened it together. I had no idea, and you can't blame us for not knowing that, but I did my research and I did see that the two brothers, they worked for Aristocrat Records in 1948, and then they bought it and changed the name in 1950 to Chess Records. So I didn't know that, but I know now because I did some research. But moving forward, he says, and I quote, "When it's about your family, you want the history to be real." Well, he executive produced an indie film about his father and his uncle, to which he feels like it has more of the essence of what his father did and his uncle did to the music industry. And through his experience, he's saying that it's, and I quote, he says, "It's insane. It's like doing a film about aviation with the Wright brothers, but only having one brother. Phil was there every day. It was a full symbiotic, synergistic relationship." So that's what he's saying about Cadillac Records. He's saying that he doesn't like that his uncle was omitted from the movie, and to a certain extent I do understand that, but I don't think that that's the point. You know, I feel like Cadillac Records exuded the essence of the music industry, and it opened our eyes to music in Chicago that we were to a record label in Chicago that we were unfamiliar to, especially me. I had no idea. And one thing I do notice is that record labels back then weren't popular. It was all about the artists. And like, for example, you don't really know what record label Elvis was on until you do some research. All you paying attention to is Elvis, okay? That's all you care about is Elvis, 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 Elvis. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's not understanding that the people that are signed to the label make the record company, but specifically at Chess Records, there was back-to-back artists that were successful in their own light and in their own form of artistry. And he's not understanding that these artists made Chess Records what it is today. If it wasn't for the artists doing their thing and having their own style and having their own flair, then no one would care where they recorded at. And I did do some research, and I did see that he was doing different things, and he had his own tricks to make the music, you know, come out well, because that's what a producer is supposed to do: produce the music, engineer the music in a way that it sounds clear, concise, and that it's published properly. That's what his job was, and he did his job. But if it was just about that, then the movie would have been boring. Do you not get that? Like there's tons of movies about the production of music and documentaries. But if you're just gonna talk about that, then it's kind of boring. The artists on Chess Records made it what it is today, and that's on period. So then he's also saying that he has an issue with the part in the movie. There's a significant part in the movie where Leonard Chess and Etta James are alluding to having an affair. And I do believe that it happened. He's saying, and I quote, "Now my father was no angel, but he was never caught in an affair. It never happened." I, of course, am not from the 1950s, but I can tell, okay, that um, just because during the 1950s it was projected as having the white picket fence and the kids and the dog and the food always in the fridge and all of that nonsense. It was said to believe that Americans lived a perfect life. And we all know that that's not true because nobody's perfect. But one thing I do know is that a lot of men in the 50s were cheating on their wives, and it was a normal thing. As long as he came home, brought the money home, and brought the bacon home, it didn't really matter. And the women knew, like the wives knew that they was cheating, but the husband always came home, so they didn't care. Like, I mean, some of them probably cared, but a lot of them really didn't. They didn't feel like they could do anything about it, or it was that, I guess it was that disrespectful or whatever the case may be. But the last people to even speculate or know what was going on was the kids, okay? And this dude right here is basically saying that his father and Etta James never had an affair. And my thing is that you don't know. Okay, that's your father's business and that's Etta James' business. And you do not know what happened. And I don't want to like sit here and say that it really did happen because I don't know. I don't know either. But I'm saying is that there's a possibility that it did happen. Most of the movie you did see that he was struggling to not have this affair. That he was trying to not cheat, you know, most of the movie. He in my research I also seen that they said that he was a close mentor to Etta James, that he was trying to get her off of the drugs. And with that being said, who knows if they did have an extra relationship, but what I'm saying is that they were close. So you don't know. It's possible that it happened. It's possible. It don't mean he a bad person. It just mean that he fucked up. But you can't sit there and be like it never happened because you don't fucking know that, okay? And then he's also saying that he talked to Etta James himself, and she said, and I quote, "He kissed me on the cheek once." All right now. So Etta James, of course, is not alive right now. But when he saying that he said something to her before that, so it's possible that she did say this, but it's possible that she lied too. You know, it's possible that she lied. It's possible that she lied because it's none of his business. Okay, we're talking about if she really was in love with him, like the movie suggests. I wouldn't have told him nothing either. It's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible that she capped it up because, you know, it's none of his business. So, moving forward, the director also alludes to saying that she did a lot of research for the movie, and she did a lot of research for the movie. She tried to call around and ask a lot of people, including Marshall, for, you know, his input, and she tried to connect to the family and nobody answered the phone. So what are you gonna do? You know, if you don't want your father's story to be told in a way that is not real, then you had the chance to, even if you just heard of the movie coming out and you wanted to give some sort of input, why didn't you? Why didn't you do that? You can't like wait till the movie come out and then have this mixed signal review, because in the end of the research he actually says that it's still a good movie. Don't cap. Don't cap. You don't like the movie. Just be real about it. You don't like the movie. I understand him having a problem seeing the scene where his father does die because he has a heart attack in the car. He's leaving Chess Records and he's driving away and then he has a heart attack. I understand that. I understand you having an issue with that, but with it being so real, you know, looking and everything like that. But come on, man, like, don't discredit the movie. The movie was really good. The movie did make me more interested. despite what he's saying, the movie did make you want to know more about Leonard himself, because instantly I thought, wow, like he's a producer, he's doing making this music come out, and it's so clean and it's so professionally done, and he's going with them to radio shows and all these other things, and he's a very open-minded person, because I feel like back then in the 50s, like people was either like overtly racist, in your face racist, or they was just not, I don't know, it's like, I don't want to say that he probably wasn't racist, because I feel like the system in the government and in society, it worked for white people. So whether he was racist or not doesn't really matter, but he still was allowing everything to work for him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he was taking his money and giving them whatever, you know what I'm saying? And even in my research, I also seen that he actually put his name on a lot of the royalties that the artists themselves deserved, and that's not cool. You didn't write none of them fucking songs. Don't do that. You wasn't playing the instruments. You didn't write the songs. Don't try to steal money. Like, don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. Especially because Chess Records today is a national landmark. You can go there. It's like, I guess it's like a museum type shit right now. And you're always gonna make money. So it's like, it's no point in being greedy even after death. You know what I'm saying? But despite what Marshall was talking about, the movie was a success. It was a great film. It is today still, like, the royalties are rolling up. So some of the artists that actually were, you know, talked about in the movie, their music is generating more dollar bills right now. People are learning more about Chess Records and going to see the building itself. So it's created a lot of buzz for the family, for the Chess family, and for the artists. So everybody's winning in the end. So it's no point in being shady. That's my whole point, okay? So I hope that you guys like this video. I really enjoyed doing the research and talking about this with you guys. I am going to be digging deeper into Cadillac Records, the movie. So just wait for the next couple of videos and you're going to see more what I mean, okay? Because we got to dig into these artists, okay? I have been doing a lot of research. That's why the videos have kind of slowed down just a tad bit. But we popping, okay? Believe me, we're popping. Over here on this channel, it's popping, okay? I'm dropping flavor and facts. Who you know that's doing that? Ain't nobody doing that, okay? Education, okay? Over here. So I hope y'all like this video. It's ombre alert. Remember, if you want to get some natural hair care and some life crystals for positive energy, you can click the link below. Everything is ready on my website to go to ship. I do ship the orders myself. I'm going to the post office tomorrow, so if you want to order, you need to order right now. It's ombre alert, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.